all those awesome logos in here, and they hint at the value people are getting from it, right? They hint at this, faster builds, etc., right? Like the 3x, 60%, whatever that is, right? But it's it's sort of like tasteful, but they do, they do add that connect to like the value you're getting, right? So you actually, which is rare, manage to speak to multiple different groups, multiple different personas, in a way, right? Like mostly focusing obviously on the, on the champion, on the dev, but still touching on that value. And I mean, and actually, to be frank, like, in terms of like, cutting the build times, this is not, it's not, you're not talking about revenue saved through those builds, right? But you're talking about the actual time, wasted time reduction, and with builds, it's just a frustrating thing to wait for, right? So that's why it's, I think, very valuable anyway, to mention it. So I'll take that back. But anyhow, as you can see, you're going, through all those logos, right? And if I were to click out, if I were to click out, it just gets me that, that particular mini case study, if you will, right? So could go probably and see case studies somewhere, right? I don't know. I haven't really. Yeah, there are case studies that you can go to and see. Okay. All right. And then we have those different things that were mentioned up there, and probably a bit more. Okay. But, yeah, like, but they basically front loaded the social proof, right? So I like that. I think what happens here as well is that, like with something that is so well known as CACD, you don't have to explain much about CACD, right? So then you go to like, so what's your differentiation? And for them, as I understand, it's the, sort of scale and speed, or yeah, like how fast are those builds, right? At scale, I think, like that's at least what I would get from it. And then they go heavy on that, sort of, well, so our differentiation is maybe our customers, and we want to like really differentiate on that. So they push for that straight from the top, and actually then it makes perfect sense to have the logo so strong and then connected to case studies, all those different companies, right? So I think that's an interesting approach, right?